your arms, legs, and all other body parts. And sit down. Please do not stand up or switch seats at any time, and please keep your arms, legs, and all other body parts inside the train. Do not be that one guest to find a thorn bush today. Now as we take off at the blazing speed of a sloth, put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. Say goodbye to our hard-working station master / conductor. We have Mark and Ricardo. And we did have Paul. I'm not sure where he went. Say goodbye, guys. Now if you look over to the right-hand side, you see our African penguin exhibit. Unlike the penguins in Antarctica, they actually prefer warm, humid climates, and they are very, very playful. So if you're ever sitting there watching them, and they tend to follow you, don't be afraid to play around with them a little bit. That's what they want you to do. Now the green and yellow roller coaster coming up all around us is Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt is a magnetic launch roller coaster with not one, not two, but 3 launch points that takes you from 0 to 60, or as we call it here, 0 to Cheetah, in mere seconds. Now on the left-hand side is a bunch of bushes. Now through those bushes is the edge of Africa. The edge of Africa is where you can see a pride of lions, clan of hyena, meerkats, lemurs, hippos, and you can also take a walking tour of our Serengeti Belt. You will get a better view of the animals on the train now. Now coming up on the right-hand side, you see a big white building. That is the Serengeti Overlook. Now, Serengeti Overlook is a restaurant where you can experience lunch and dinner while looking over our Serengeti Belt. And for those of you 21 and older, there is a full liquor bar on the main floor. I know some of you that are 21 and older, your eyes got pretty big right there. Now once we pass that, we will be entering the Egypt area of the park. This is home to Montu and Cobra's Curse. Now that maroon and green roller coaster on the right and going to be all around us is Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse is the newest attraction here at Busch Gardens. It opened up in June of 2016. It is a family roller coaster, and it is a one-of-a-kind elevator lift roller coaster. It takes you face to bang with the Snake King, King Venomous. And if that's not enough, there is a second lift, this time a traditional hill lift. Positions riders into a free-spinning tilt-a-whirl finale. If you have vertigo, I do not recommend that ride. Also, the line is full air conditioned. Now we are going up a little bit of a hill, so we are going to go, well, pretty slow. But on the right-hand side, that gold and blue roller coaster is Montu. Montu gets its name from the Egyptian god of war. It takes riders up 150 feet in the air. They can travel at speeds of over 65 miles per hour, and it goes upside down 7 times. It is also one of the top steel inverted roller coasters in the country. Inverted means your feet dangle and the track is above you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. In my opinion, Montu is the most intense ride here at the park. It is the only ride that after I get off, I feel a little sick. Yes, Montu is the most intense, and the second most intense ride, you guessed it, the train. Now we are getting ready to enter our Serengeti Belt. Keep in mind, these are free-roaming animals and they do tend to cross the tracks. So please do not stand up or switch seats at any time until we come to a full and complete stop at Congo Station. On the left-hand side is our reticulated giraffe. The reticulated giraffe can stand at 18 feet in height. They can weigh up to over 1 ton. They have a 20-inch long tongue. They can see 360 degrees around them in color. They are one of the few animals that can actually see in color. We do have a baby. If you look right on the hill, laying down right next to his mother. He was born on Thanksgiving Day. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure what the name is. So at the next station, if one of you knows the name, come back here and let me know. Now, the first thing a baby giraffe experiences is a 6-foot drop to the ground. And he actually he stood at 6 feet in height when he was born. Now he's about 8 feet tall. Does anybody know how many bones they have in their neck? If you guessed 7, you are correct. That is the same amount of bones in their neck as we do. They're actually more similar to us than you'd think. Just like us with our fingerprints, no 2 humans have the same fingerprints, no 2 giraffes have the same spots. Now we are getting ready to enter the northern end of our belt. This is home to our white rhino. So once again, remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop at Congo Station. Now coming up on the left-hand side, right next to the train, we have some of our sable antelope. Sable antelope are a matriarchal society that is ruled by the dominant female, just like my house. Now the only way we can tell the males and females apart are the males are black and the females are brown. Both of them have horns and they are about the same size. As you can see there, we do have 2 baby sables. They're probably around a year old.
That's what those are, like a year.
Once again, remain seated. Now, on the left-hand side, on top of the hill, through those bushes, you see some of our white rhino. The white rhino is the 3rd largest land animal in the world, only behind the African and Asian elephants. And we do have a baby white rhino. Her name is Winifred. She was born in the beginning of October. She weighed about 135 pounds. She has gained 5 pounds every day since then. One of these days I'm going to do the math, but there's just too many numbers. Straight up. Now, the horn on top of their head is not attached to their skull, it's attached to their face. It is made of keratin, same thing as our fingernails and our hair. So your rhino's horn is one big nose hair. Now on the left-hand side, laying down in the field, to the right of that truck, is some of our gray gazelle. Like I mentioned, we will see the Tommy's cousin. There they are. They are tan with the black racing stripe. They're a little bit bigger. They can run 55 miles per hour. They can jump 10 feet in the air over a 30-foot span. During the Great Migration, they actually migrate in the opposite direction. They're able to regulate their body temperature. Now also on the left-hand side, just past some of our rhinos, you see some gray animals. Those are wildebeest, also known as gray-bearded gnu. Now, the wildebeest are known to migrate in over 1 million strong. They're actually known to compete from the International Space Station. A newborn wildebeest is able to run out the herd within 3 to 7 minutes after being born. If they are not able to, they're actually left behind.
All right.
Also on the left-hand side, you see some of our fossil water buck. Now they're not actually aquatic animals. They get their name because when threatened, they run into large bodies of water, and they secrete an oily substance from their skin that actually makes them smell worse than your dirty old gym socks. On the right-hand side, we do have some of our marabou stork and a saddlebrook stork. But on the left-hand side at the tree line, right before the tunnel, we have some of our greater kudu. Now for all you ladies out there, the greater kudu is considered one of the most handsome of all the antelope species. Now we are getting ready to go through a tunnel, so I'll see you guys on the other side. Don't be afraid to make any of your best animal impersonations.
does have to because if you can't get them, they're just getting out now. They're coming up. That way,
Now that we're out of that scary tunnel, we are getting ready to approach the Congo train station. But before we get there, coming up on the right-hand side is the Skyride turnaround point. You do not actually get on or get off at that spot. The only places you can get on or get off the Skyride is over next to Cheetah and over in Stanleyville, right next to Jungala. Also on the right-hand side, right next to the Skyride turnaround point, is the home of our mini horse that's used in our opening night critter show. He should be over at the Pantopia Theater right now for the show. If not, you might catch a glimpse at him. So don't be afraid to wave at some of our workers back here. They actually don't get to see people much, so this is a first for them. Now we are approaching the Congo train station. This is the closest station to Kumba roller coaster, the Congo River Rapids, the Ubanga Banga bumper cars, the Pantopia area of the park, and Jungala. My name's Rob. I hope you enjoyed your trip. If not, my name is John. And once again, remain seated until we come to a full active stop here at Congo Station. Guys, remain seated until we come to a full activity stop. Make sure you gather all those personal belongings. Leave anything behind. Now from this point forward, please remain seated. Keep your arms, legs, and all of the body parts inside the train. That means do not stand up or sit seats at any time. As we take off at the blazing speed of a sloth, put your hands in the air, wait like you just don't care. Say goodbye to our hard-working station master, Mary. She's been here very early this morning, so show her some love. Come on, you guys can be loud. Be loud and proud. There we go. Bye, Mary. We'll see her in 35 to 40 minutes. Now that roller coaster you just heard on the right hand side is Kumba. Kumba gets its name from the Swahili translation meaning roar. Roar it does indeed. Now Kumba was actually designed to be very loud. The tracks are hollow. It takes riders up about 145 feet in the air. It can travel at speeds of 60 to 65 miles per hour, making it the third most intense ride here at Busch Gardens, because it does go upside down 7 times. Number 1 is Montu, number 2 is the train, and number 3, you guessed it, Kumba. I hope you guys got that joke. Now coming up on the right hand side is the Congo River Rapids. Congo River Rapids is a free-floating, free-spinning raft ride that simulates whitewater rapids. And if you don't mind getting a little wet, well, maybe definitely soak. You will definitely get soaked on that ride. Go ahead and experience the Congo River Rapids. Now on the right-hand side is our Congo antelope. Now scientists actually thought they were extinct until the 1950s when they were rediscovered. On the left-hand side is the Jungala area of the park. Jungala is home to our endangered Bengal tigers, our orangutans, and we have our Bengal bistro. Also on the left-hand side, if you look up in the net, you might catch a glimpse of some of our flying foxes. No, they are not actually flying foxes. They are fruit bats to get their name because their head actually looks like a fox's head. Now we are getting ready to go through a tunnel. On the other side will be Stanleyville, so I'll see you guys in Stanleyville. Once again, don't be afraid to make any of your best animal impersonations. Now that we are out of that scary tunnel, if you look over to the left-hand side, you see the back of the Zambia Smokehouse. Here you can get barbecue ribs, pulled pork, chicken, brisket, and salmon. I do have to say so myself, it's delicious. Keep in mind though, it does close an hour before the park closes. Now we are approaching the Stanleyville train station. This is the closest station to Sheikra, the Stanleyville Theater, Walkabout Way, the Bird Gardens, and Sesame Street Safari-a-Thon. Once again, my name is Rob. I hope you enjoyed your trip. If not, my name is Scooter. So once again, remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop here at Stanleyville. Make sure you gather all those personal belongings too. Don't leave anything behind. I think we can. Once again, guys, remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop here at Stanleyville. While we're pulling in, if you want to wave and say hello to our station master, Alex. Wait, guys, wait for it, still moving. It is now safe to
Now hang on guys, because here we go, and well, there we went. As we depart from the station, everyone do me a favor, put your hands together and give a loud round of applause to our hard-working station master of Stanleyville. Her name is Makita. Everyone say goodbye, Makita. Now Makita has been here since very early this morning, and she will be here going around to all 3 stations to make sure they get their box. As you depart from the station, please make sure that your seatbelts are buckled. I'm just kidding, there are no seatbelts. Now this blue and red roller coaster surrounding us, this is not Superman, this is Sheikra. Sheikra takes riders up 200 feet into the air. Yes, you heard that correctly, 200 feet. Once you reach the top of the drop, your seats are pulled in 90 degrees, so you're actually looking straight down at the ground below you. And then it will drop you face first. Well, once you reach the top of the drop, it'll actually hold you for a few seconds, making you realize, why did I get on this thing? Now on our right-hand side, we have the Pantopia area of the park. Now Pantopia is actually one of the most colorful areas on Busch Gardens. To our right-hand side, we have the Scorpion roller coaster, the oldest roller coaster in Busch Gardens. It features a top speed of 55 miles an hour, a 60-foot drop, and a 360-degree vertical loop. Now that giant tower that you see in Pantopia, that is actually not a smokestack, that is actually Falcon's Fury. Now Falcon's Fury actually takes about 310 feet in the air. Once you reach the top of the tower, your seats are pulled in 90 degrees. You're looking straight down at the ground below you, and the ride will then proceed to drop you face first. I'll tell you, the very first time I ever went on Falcon's Fury, it was utterly terrifying. The second time I went on it, it was a little easier to ride. I was with a friend, adults, you might know who this friend is. Goes by the name of Jack Daniels. Now coming up on our left-hand side, in just a few moments, you go to see a part of the Congo train station and the Kumba roller coaster over in Congo. Also, that loud screech you may have just heard, that is Falcon's dropping. Now, the Congo train station on our left-hand side will be our next stop after Nairobi. Alright guys, we're about to enter the Serengeti Plains. Now, the Serengeti Plains is a wide open habitat for the majority of our animals to roam freely. Now, while we're out here, there are no barriers between us and the animals. They can cross our tracks at any time, causing us to come to a very quick and abrupt stop. So please make sure you remain seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the train. And do not attempt to exit the train if you drop an article off the side of the train. Please alert us at the next station and we'll send some entry treatment for you. However, the animals might get to it before we do. They'll see it as a chew toy. And trust me, I don't think you'll want it back after the done with it. On our left is the green train. On our right-hand side is the home of the Watusi cattle. Now with the Watusi cattle, they're used by African tribes, the Watusi tribe. They're used by the African Watusi tribe. They're seen as a sign of wealth. Now if you were in a Watusi tribe and you had a ton of Watusi cattle, you're seen as wealthy because they're actually used for their wealth. Also, though they were seen as a sign of wealth, they were used for their milk instead of their meat. But they were never slaughtered or used for meat production. Also, their horns can grow to 7.5 to 8 feet in length. Now, guys, if you want to see something exciting, do me a favor, direct your attention to the left-hand side of the train. And you'll be able to see a giant open field with a bunch of rocks. Now, those rocks are indigenous to Florida, and they're about to start with their own band. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and do not climb over any of the seats while this train is in motion. Now, as I was saying, the rocks are indigenous to Florida, and they're about to start up their own band. Rock band. Now, these zebras I see to the left-hand side are our grand zebras. Now, the grand zebras are actually the smallest of the zebra species here in the park. Their stripes go all the way around their stomachs, and contrary to popular belief, no, the stripes are not actually black and white, they're brown and white in color. Now guys, if you want to see an animal with true black and white stripes that can get very loud and obnoxious, do me a favor, go to your next football game, they're called referees. Now, you also see a few or all of our white rhinos here at the park. They are very shy creatures, but if they feel threatened, they will charge, much like my ex-girlfriend with my credit cards. Now, if the rhinos do charge, and it happens to be at the vehicle that you are in, that is a 7,000-pound animal traveling 35 miles an hour coming directly at you. To our left-hand side is also one of our black rhinos here at the park. They are the smallest of the rhino species here at the park. They get their name of the black rhino for rolling around in dirt or mud to regulate their body temperatures. However, the one here at Busch Gardens takes on a very different color, an orange color, because it rolls around in clay. So sadly, I cannot call it the orange rhino. About to arrive at Nairobi train station. Now, the Nairobi train station is very close to the three major areas here at the park. We're close to Ethiopia, Egypt, and the Moroccan village. Now, the Moroccan village is home to the park entrance, exit, the main gift shops, and the Moroccan Palace Theater, home of the ice show. Turn it up, the hottest show on ice. Now, if you guys want to go see the Moroccan Palace Theater ice show, turn it up. I just want to give you guys a heads up that there are strobe lights, flashing LED screens, smoke, haze, and fog effects used in the show. So if you have any sensitivity to these types of special effects, please talk to a host or hostess before the show starts, and they will do everything they can to make sure you guys enjoy the show. Now, in the Pantopia area, we have Falcon's Fury, the Scorpion, and the Dragonfire Grill, which is pretty much a dinner theater restaurant with the show Rock and Doo-Wop, one of my few favorite shows here. In Egypt, we have the Cheetah, Cobra's Curse, Montu roller coasters, the Sky Ride, and these Serengeti Overlook restaurant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, if these winds or gusts of wind that we're experiencing today get a little stronger, the Sky Ride will close down for guest safety. Now guys, if you've enjoyed the ride, the name is Mark. If not, the name is Scott. The name is Scotty. Now guys, if you've enjoyed the ride, please let me hear a wonderful round of applause. Thank you to the, let's see, 1, 2, about 5 people who applauded. Thank you. Alright guys, once again, this is the Nairobi train station. I do ask that you remain seated until we have come to a full and complete stop inside of the station. Alright guys, once again, for your safety, please do not attempt to exit the train at any point until I've given the all clear that it is safe to do so.